She is bold. She is fearless. She is no longer suppressed by patriarchal norms. She has broken myths and shattered stereotypes. Hello and welcome to Thousand Petals presents Saarthak Naari Women Achievers Awards. I am Anita Sinha. Today we are going to celebrate and honor the accomplishments of many such women in worldwide community development. Women who have excelled in different spheres of life. But before that, let's understand what the event is all about.
Saarthak Naari Awards is the brainchild of Thousand Petals, an event organizing company and an offshoot of Omkar Print Lab. It's a unique platform exclusively for women achievers who have made a difference to the community.
Tremendous contribution in my life have made me have a dream to do something substantial for women in India. Keeping this in mind, Thousand Petal second mega venture Saarthak Naari Women Achievers Award was launched.
Amongst the dignitaries who graced the occasion were Her Highness Pramoda Devi Vadyar, Padma Shri Santosh Yadav, Chamundeshri Ramalinga Reddy, H.N. Satyanarayan Rao, and BBMP Corporator N. Nagaraju. Women from different fields were selected after a rigorous scrutiny procedure and thoughtful discussions by the jury and the selection committee. The awards underscore the paramount role played by women in society while appreciating their attitudes, initiatives, willpower and perseverance. The purpose of this award is to empower women so that they can reach their goals.
It is true that life is not a bed of roses. We are tested in various ways. We toil, we fall, sometimes we bleed. But ultimately it's all about rising up, ascending to a greater height each time we stumble. The upcoming panel discussion talks about how women in India have come a long way. But perhaps there is still a long way to go. Listen in.
The panel will be moderated by Mr. Bharat Chandra. The point of discussion will be opportunities available for women in India.
Let me pass it on to Mr. Bhaskar Bhatt, because he has been in the corporate world for the last 33 years. What do you feel is the increased participation of women in the corporate world?
Let me start by, disclaimer. Disclaimer because my company, 90% of our business is to women. Between jewelry and watches, so we are very partial to women from a consumer perspective. The larger workforce is women, okay? Now why women? It may be the specific, the work that they do, assembling watches or making jewelry is a little more skilled. But that's not the point I'm trying to establish. When you talk of labor force, everybody thinks of unions. The big thing about a women labor force and workforce is they are not querulous, they are not demanding, they don't fly red flags outside your factory. It is much more comfortable to have more women in your workforce from an industry perspective. What I'm saying is they don't create trouble, They don't create labor trouble, which is a very big plus in a factory. It is not about equality. It is about the woman as by herself an identity, and the future is hugely bright because they've come out of their, cocoons or whatever you call it, and they are going to be a very important workforce as well as an influence, at least in India.
With this, madam, you have been training for the last 25 years. What do you feel, the recent trend in the women? They are coming to the forefront, and do you see them achieving more than men, or they have urge for achieving more than men?
Well, I'd like to say something perhaps a little tangential to what we've been speaking about. They say that there's nothing that a man has done that a woman hasn't. Like we've been watching in the sports field, science, anything. Women are in the forefront, women are doing so much. But there's one thing that a woman can do and a man can never, and that is to become a mother. And a true complete woman, like for example we say Raymond's makes a complete man. What makes a complete woman? The one who is able to bring in that very delicate tightrope balance and is able to do justice to a home as well as a profession. That perhaps women have always been achieving. But somewhere down the line, let us not sacrifice our homes. Let us remember that no matter what, it is possible, let me tell you, it is possible. It is possible for us to come home and greet our family with the same smile with which we greet our clients. If we can do that, I think that makes us complete.
I'm asking Madam Chaya, why is that the ladies are so honest and so integrated in their approach to life? And do you notice the same thing with your team of villagers?
I think that's an inborn trait in women. And I would want to say that the trend in our country is changing drastically. When Mr. Bhatt said about his organization Tata, I am a supplier to his hospitality sector Taj. And I want to say that today the customers or our major clients, they trust women products more. I feel the tendency is obvious of late. Why I can confidently tell you this is because women adapt to change better, and customers feel a product from a woman could be of high quality standards, and they could trust her implicitly. I can talk so very confidently on this particular aspect is because my unit is a Khadi and Village Board backed rural enterprise in Mandya, and more than 95% of my staff are undereducated or uneducated rural folk. I started with a budget of 10 lakh. Currently, my unit is one of the largest supplier of honey from the country, and the coming week, the biggest of them all, Walmart, is packed at my facility. And this is thanks to that, the confidence now the retail chains have. And what makes me, I literally feel teary-eyed when I go to the 5-star hotels in India. My women folk who work for my facility, my own facility, thanks to them, because of proper training and skill development, the 20-year-old monopoly of foreign brands in the high-end hotels in India, the Marriott, the Taj, or the Ashok, or the Radisson or the Hyatt, a small-scale unit like mine, Nectar Fresh in Mandya, we replace them across the 5-star hotels in India, and next month or maybe couple of months from now, we replace the same brands like Berenberg and Darbo in their home countries in France and Germany. And thanks to the power of women.
Thank you, madam. We are very proud that a woman unit is making a big progress in the whole country. Madam, I am asking you a question. Why is that the woman wants to work, but she is not able to work?
Anywhere else, when a woman marries a man, she marries a man. But in India, she marries a family. So most women wouldn't want to go against their family's wishes. So perhaps that could be one of the reasons that prevents her from working to earn. But again, my belief is the SHG groups today promote women working at their time. So it's a very flexi time, and they do what they want to do. So I am a Chitrapur Saraswat, and I come from a small place called Shirali. And there we have a lot of these SHG groups. We call them, they come under a wing called Parimochan. And there the women are doing unbelievable work at their time. So that means they are working, which is what they want to. They are earning, which is what they want to. At the same time, they are not being rebuked by their families. because they are doing things that the family would promote.
Ladies and gentlemen, time is running out. Let me thank Madam Chaya, Madam Sadhana, and Mr. Bhaskar Bhatt having been part of this panel discussion. And I hope you enjoyed the whole discussion. Thank you.
Time to slip into a short break. When we come back, we will felicitate women who have broken barriers and bridged gaps to excel in their respective fields. Stay tuned.
It's a great example of customer service being at the heart of everything. When businesses grow, more employees come on board. And guess what? Putting the customer first ends up being an empty slogan. That's the problem we set out to solve with the new Zoho Desk, putting customer service at the heart of a company. And by the way, it was built right here, in a town called Tenkasi, in the heart of rural India. Who said you need to be in Silicon Valley to build world-class products?
IRB presents Budget 2017 on the CNBC network.
Title sponsor IRB Infrastructure Developers Limited. Highway to growth.
राइट पर गए ऐसे नीचे
कृष्णन बताओ ये क्या लिखा है?
I will not talk in class.
अपने बच्चों की आंखों को इतना कमजोर ना होने दीजिए। शुरुआत अपना टीवी कनेक्शन बदलने से करिए। लगवाइए डिश HD प्लस जो देता है 5 गुना बेहतर पिक्चर क्लैरिटी।
अगर है बच्चों की आंखों की फिक्र तो मिस कॉल दीजिए इस नंबर पर।
On Overdrive this week, we catch up with Indian business tycoon Gautam Singhania, whose love affair with the world of motorsport and hunger for exotic supercars is what defines him as an adrenaline junkie. Also on the show, Shumi gets the MV Agusta F3800 to play around with an entire day on the Chennai racetrack. Catch the show at these times only on CNBC TV 18.
Overdrive powered by Ford. Feels like family for a change.
Sir, you're a genius.
कैसे?
आपने कहा था ना टैक्स सेविंग वाले इन्वेस्टमेंट्स कर दिया।
सालों का एक्सपीरियंस है, तुम्हारे ही काम आएगा।
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
मार्च का महीना है, क्या प्लान्स हैं?
सर बढ़िया रिटर्न्स के लिए इन्वेस्ट किया है बस।
और टैक्स?
सिर्फ टैक्स सेविंग, इन्वेस्टमेंट्स तो रिटर्न्स के लिए करते हैं ना? नहीं।
म्यूचुअल फंड्स के टैक्स प्लान, टैक्स सेविंग भी और फाइनेंशियल तरक्की भी। UTI हक एक बेहतर जिंदगी का। म्यूचुअल फंड इन्वेस्टमेंट्स आर सब्जेक्ट टू मार्केट रिस्क्स। रीड ऑल स्कीम रिलेटेड डॉक्यूमेंट्स केयरफुली।
Join me, Nisha Poddar, as I find out what's brewing on the deal street and break it down for you right here.
Big deal. आज देश काले धन के खिलाफ एक जंग लड़ रहा है। डीमोनेटाइजेशन यानी पुराने 1000 और 500 के नोटों पर पाबंदी, जो कि काला धन, भ्रष्टाचार और आतंकवाद के खिलाफ एक जंग है। लेकिन कुछ स्वार्थी लोग अपने काले धन को बदलने के लिए भोले भाले लोगों के बैंक अकाउंट्स का गलत इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं। नए बेनामी कानून के अंतर्गत ऐसे लेन देन करने वालों को 1 से 7 वर्ष की सश्रम कैद व ऐसी गैर कानूनी राशि को जब्त भी किया जा सकता है। याद रहे, आयकर विभाग इस तरह की तमाम गतिविधियों पर नजर रखे हुए है। इस अपराध में भागीदार न बने। एक सच्चे भारतीय की तरह काले धन के खिलाफ इस जंग में आगे आए, देश को मजबूत बनाए। आयकर विभाग द्वारा जनहित में जारी।
This week's episode of Making It Big focuses on RPG Enterprises' flagship company SEAT, one of India's leading tire marketers. Making It Big, Season 7, at these times.
Brought to you by HSBC Commercial Banking.
मजबूत गाढ़े कंक्रीट के साथ घर की छत बने फौलाद। अंबुजा प्लस रूफ स्पेशल।
Welcome back. You are watching 1000 Petals presents Saarthak Naari Women Achievers Awards. Now Indian women are leaving their mark everywhere. be it sports, literature, entertainment, science, or even military. Honoring such women who have distinguished themselves as prominent citizens and have inspired us to be more consistent, passionate, and hardworking. Over to the award ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first proud Saarthak Naari in the entrepreneur category goes to Srimati Chaya Nanjappa, the founder and partner from Nectar Fresh. Saarthak in welcoming on stage Srimati Chaya Nanjappa. Well, she is the founder and managing partner of the brand Nectar Fresh, and her unit is a Khadi and village board-backed rural enterprise that has been empowering the rural and tribal folk as well as farmers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, quickly moving on to the second category of awards, the Saarthak Naari in social service goes to none other than Srimati Dr. Seema Sadika. Let's all clap as loudly as possible in welcoming Dr. Seema Sadika here on stage. She is the founder of Namma Mitra Foundation, which works on a wide range of projects connecting with numerous rural communities. Earlier this year, the foundation installed a solar grid in Banadu village. Moving on to the next set of awards, ladies and gentlemen, the best Saarthak Naari in performing arts goes to Srimati Meenakshi Raghavan. Well, she couldn't make it up, so we have somebody from her team to collect the award. At the age of 74, she runs a school for 150 students, teaching them the ancient art form. Ladies and gentlemen, the best Saarthak Naari in education goes to Srimati Nirmala Tandon, the Chief Executive Officer Honorary from Impact. A very hearty congratulations to this lady. Let's have the applause coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Well, she has been instrumental in making possible Impact's dream of providing quality primary education to thousands of schoolgirls. An adept social worker, she comes from an education background. Education of deprived girls holds prime importance in her life. Now, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the next set of awards, which is for the best Saarthak Naari in sports, goes to none other than Srimati Pratima Rao, the international wheelchair tennis player. Well, Pratima is an international wheelchair tennis player. When she was 3 years old, she lost the use of her right leg to polio. This has definitely not stopped her from making a name for herself as an international wheelchair tennis player, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the next segment, ladies and gentlemen, the best Saarthak Naari in education goes to Srimati Sadhana Kaikini. Well, she is the president of Beyonce. Well, Beyonce was first organized soft skill and life skill training center started by woman entrepreneur, which is Sadhana Kaikini of Jagruti, to reach out to 1 lakh needy and the unprivileged children for all of us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, quickly moving on to the last award in this category, which is the most prestigious award, which is for the best Saarthak Naari in performing arts for the Lifetime Achievement Award. Please do clap as loudly as possible and let's make some noise in welcoming on stage Srimati Kishori Balal, the Indian actress, the renowned Indian actress, for the best Lifetime Achievement Award, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Kishori Balal ma'am settled down in Bangalore in the year 1992 and naturally entered the Kannada film fraternity and recognized a lot of recognition for her splendid performances. Well, to her credit, she has acted in 190 Kannada films, 16 in Hindi, 5 in Telugu, 3 in Tamil, 5 in Konkani, and 1 into Tulu and Sanskrit films, and the list goes on and on. Let's give it up for the best lifetime achiever, the best Saarthak Naari, Srimati Kishori Balal, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the best Saarthak Naari Nari in social service goes to Srimati Dr. Tejaswini Anant Kumar. Well, ladies and gentlemen, she is the Managing Director of Adamya Chetana, not-for-profit service organization. Over 2 lakh school children are being served midday meals every day from her organization. Well, what a cause. Let's give it up for her. Well, moving on to the last segment for today's evening, ladies and gentlemen. Quickly moving on to the second category of awards. Well, the Saarthak Best Naari in Public Service Army goes to Dr. Seema Rao, the commando trainer from the Indian Army, ladies and gentlemen. Well, she is a black belt holder in military martial arts, is India's only female commando trainer, a prominent expert in close quarter battle. Seema has been giving commando training to various armed forces in India for more than 20 years, ladies and gentlemen. Quickly moving on to the next set of award, which is for the Best Saarthak Naari in Performing Arts Music, goes to Srimati Sangeeta Katti. She's one of India's leading Hindustani classical vocalists amongst the young brigade artists of India. Sangeeta to date has over 4,500 concerts to her credit. Ladies and gentlemen, quickly moving on to the third award now, which is for the Best Saarthak Naari in Social Service, and goes to none other than Srimati Shubhashini Vasant, the founder from Vasant Ratna Foundation of Art. Saarthak Naari in Education, ladies and gentlemen, goes to Srimati S.G. Sushilamma. So let's all clap as loudly as possible in welcoming on stage S.G. Sushilamma. Srimati Sushilamma is the founder Sumangli Seva Ashram. She is the founder and she started a home for destitute women and has grown into a full-fledged Seva Ashram, including primary school for rural children, a home for the aged, spinning and weaving center. The Best Saarthak Naari in Social Service goes to Srimati Tiffany Bratu. Please walk up. Tiffany became blind very shortly after due to a renal disease, but this didn't stop her. Tiffany has been running the Jyotirgamaya Foundation since 2012 and has trained many blind people in brain, mobility, basic computer use and other necessary life skills. The Best Saarthak Naari in Performing Arts Dance goes to Srimati Dr. Ananda Shankar Jayant, ladies and gentlemen. Well, she is a classical dancer from Shankarananda Kalakshetra. Known for Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, which was subsequently treated. Her TED talk on cancer was ranked among the top 12. The next category is for the Best Saarthak Naari in Social Service. Once again, goes to Srimati Dr. Kusuma Bhatta, the founder of Mano Nadana Center for Mentally Retarded Children, a charitable non-profit trust started as a center for mentally retarded communication for disordered children belonging to lower economic group. Well, the Best Saarthak Naari in Social Service, ladies and gentlemen, जोर से तालियां हो जाए in welcoming on stage Srimati Veronica Cornelio, the founder of Future Pratisthan Charitable Trust. Srimati Veronica is a social worker, politician and chairperson of Karnataka Soaps and Detergents Limited. Started out her work as an endeavor to help the needy and this slowly turned into her life mission. The Best Saarthak Naari in Lifestyle Yoga goes to Srimati Yamini Muthanna, the artistic director from Kala Sinchanam Yogasthala Ancient Arts Trust. She has travelled as an official ambassador of Indian culture to various countries around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Yamini Muthanna. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the last award for today. Ladies and gentlemen, the Best Saarthak Naari in Social Service Emerging Awards. It goes to none other than Srimati Hishita Jagdish, the wildlife conservationist and environmentalist. Well, Hishita is known as Huli Hudugi. Her elephant feeding project was unique during the Sankranti festival. She went to the market areas to collect all the leftover sugar canes and weighed around 25 tons to feed the elephants in the Banerghatha National Park. I request all the proud achievers, all the awardees to please walk up for a group photograph.
That was all we had for you. I'm sure these dynamic women would have surely inspired and motivated you. Here's 3 cheers to women power. Goodbye and thanks for watching.
Powered by Omkar. Co-powered by Charmian.
आप तो फोन